Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Developer finally gets lucky, and the buyer goes bust. Today I'm critiquing the most expensive home ever sold in Encino, and then I'm going to give it an Arvin score at the end of the video. So if you ever decide to buy or build a property like this, you won't make the same mistake. I'm Arvin Haddad. I'm the How to Buy Mansion guy. Let's watch this video together.
This mansion might just check every box imaginable, from the design to the amenities. It's not just a house, it's an experience. Let's go take a look.
Pay attention here. There are two garages. First, this is for your regular cars, your dailies, okay? There's a massive garage that opens up from the street level. So you actually are perched up. The house is one level up from the street. The driveway, they don't show it, but you got to ride up to come to the ground level.
Starting our tour on this driveway, looking up at the extraordinary home here in Encino, Los Angeles, California. You guys are in for a treat today. This home starts with two motor gates, one leading up to this driveway up here where we can see a 3-car garage behind me. Then the other motor gate leads down into a 12-car garage with a turntable. Can't wait to go down there and show you guys as well. In front of me, we see the pedestrian walkway that leads us around an olive tree as well as multiple white flowers and ficus trees to keep it private. You can see the large hedges behind me as well. And this curb appeal, I don't think it gets much better than this.
Really? Really? It doesn't get better than this. What the hell is this? I've been doing this for years and I've never been so confused. I can't even tell you the architectural style. Is it Mediterranean? Is it Spanish? Is it modern? Is it farmhouse? It's just completely made up. You've got modern elements over here. You've got arches like Spanish Mediterranean homes over here. And then you got white brick. It's all over the place. Now, the funny thing is that initially when I saw this, I thought it's a remodel. I was like, it has to be, right? Like they just, lipstick on a pig and they've built it. But no, when I did research, I realized this house is actually the second time they're building it. The first time they built it, it burned down during the construction. It was almost finished and they rebuilt it again. And apparently no one during the first house when it was constructed ever told the developer, the design from paper didn't pan out when it was built. No, they just built exactly the same thing.
Dual staircase leading up there, and we're going to be greeted by the developer and builder Sean as we head inside. So let's go up there and check this one out.
How are you?
Hey, Sean. Good to see you.
How's everything?
Everything's great. Thank you for welcoming us into this property. Now, this place is incredible so far.
Yeah, as soon as you walk in, you hang your coat in the wine cellar and you move on. Now, Sean, the developer, must have gone through hell. I don't know what kind of an insurance policy he had, because it must have been hell figuring out who's at fault and how much coverage he had for rebuilding the project. Now, if he was a Trove client, I know Trove uses that 150 families that they manage to get amazing rate and coverage for their clients. And the best part is that they don't get any kickback. They're a flat fee family office. If you're interested, here's the QR code. I would love to give you guys a warm intro to Trove. Let's continue watching.
Well, we're in the foyer entrance of this home in Royal Oaks in Encino, California. And this house is roughly 27,000 square foot, sitting on 1 acre. And we're excited to show it to you.
I can't wait to see it. Can you tell us the specs of this home?
Yeah, it's got roughly 10 plus bedrooms, close to 20 bathrooms. And this house has got everything under the stars, from in-home movie theater to Zen spa to even a bowling alley.
And speaking of stars, I've heard something cool is in that movie theater as well.
Gotta wait to see.
Can't wait to see it. Well, thank you. We're gonna take a look around. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
The first thing you see as we step foot into this property
Is that it's also architecturally confused on the inside. I mean, look at all the different types of window. You got a huge, massive modern window over here. You got arch windows over here and rectangular windows right above it. This property better have an amazing layout. Why? Because my hunch is that it was designed from inside out. Basically, they started here designing the layout and trying to really optimize for layout. And they're like, we're going to figure out the windows and everything else later.
Behind us, we have the great room where we have got more double height ceilings, and you can see the circular light fixtures hanging from up above. We've got 3 of them of different sizes. Then a fireplace surrounded by this dark charcoal stone and wood finishes to either side going up to the ceiling. 2 light fixtures on either side that look like piano keys, something that I've never seen. They are staggered within each other to both sides of the fireplace.
I absolutely hate it. Let me tell you guys why. First of all, the actual area where you have the fire looks so cheap, extremely cheap. And then the mix of, white oak and this marble does not work. And these light fixtures look like, alien centipedes are just climbing over your fireplace. Horrible. And then you've got 2 outlets, like you're going to watch movies here. Who are you designing this for?
Follow me this way because there is a lot to check out throughout this home. First, we've got elevator to the left side. You need one of those if we have 3 floors. And if you follow me into the living room section, beautiful staging by Vesta, contemporary furniture throughout, another fireplace with book-matched light gray marble stones surrounding it, going up to the ceiling, coffered wood ceilings above us with some built-in speakers and recessed lighting. But this open space is so beautiful.
Yeah, this space is designed very, very well. Pay attention. When you walk into the house, you see the view, right? The depth of the yard. You do have the wow factor. When you make a left in this section of the house, all of your living happens, right? Prime location within the lot. You get a very proportional family room right here that opens up directly to the kitchen. You have a bar in the corner and you have that indoor-outdoor connectivity to the backyard. This area probably sold the house because architecturally, I can tell you, it's butt ugly.
Let's keep on moving because now we are seeing the gorgeous kitchen with not 1 but 2 islands, marble stone, waterfall edge on both of them, breakfast bar seating, 4-6, and symmetrical light fixtures above.
Yeah, the kitchen is massive. They're using Taj Mahal, which is so backwards looking. I mean, on a new project, to use Taj Mahal is you're really at the end of a trend.
But follow me this way because it might be one of my favorite rooms in the house. It might surprise you, and that is this breakfast nook section, because we have not only the windowed arches facing the backyard on one side directly in front of us, but there are windows to either side as well, just bringing in the natural light that you guys are seeing. I mean, this is just a beautiful photo opportunity, right? As a guy who takes photos, what do you think about this here?
This is easily probably like my top 3 favorite spots in the house. I mean, like for example, a time lapse in here would go crazy.
Absolutely beautiful breakfast nook, and I love its connectivity. Why? First, it obviously opens up to the kitchen, very convenient to use, but also it opens up to the swimming pool area, the outside area, and also opens up to the side where you can have a vegetable garden for the kitchen. Top-notch, really, really nice room.
Back into the kitchen, we see microwave by Wolf built into that island, Nantucket sink facing the outside with more of those arches as you see from the window. And then on the opposite side, we've got dual oven by Wolf, 6-burner gas stove, and that was the entirety of the first kitchen, but there's actually a second kitchen. If you follow me this way, more of those archways leading us into the secondary kitchen.
Did Sean's dad own an appliance company? This is so unnecessary. I mean, you really didn't need a chef's kitchen. The actual kitchen was massive. It was humongous. And you have a chef's kitchen almost the same size. Complete overkill. And then you have a pantry too. Check this out.
Now look at these pocket doors to either side that completely disappear into the walls, but up above, we still have the arch. So this is crazy how this looks, and you see them just appear from basically nowhere. This is incredible, and then it just opens up to give you a nice flow into that second kitchen, large pantry room that is as large as some New York City apartments, honestly. We've got another sink here in our secondary kitchen, Miele espresso machine, then an island in the center, same stone we saw in the kitchen.
You know, you would think with Ozempic and everything, kitchens would start getting smaller, but they're getting bigger. It's like, oh man, we're not losing our appetite, at least with our eyes, you know?
As we keep on going, another pocket door into the wall that leads us to this hallway with access to the side yard here and a powder room with 2 doors for privacy, one featuring large floating vanity, gorgeous stone counters, and then private water closet through that door. Keep on going as we have now the mud room, which you might have not expected because you walk down 6 steps and that door leads us into the 3-car garage that we saw from the main driveway. And then you walk up here, we've got the mud room for some storage of your belongings.
The mudroom is average, but your access through your garage where you park your daily cars is pretty good. You come in here, you drop off your groceries by the, chef's kitchen, and you can go upstairs after that.
And as you head left with me, this is one of our guest bedrooms. Some storage space, but right here we've actually got LG washer and dryer concealed in this area, which I actually didn't even know was there.
That's not a guest room, that is a maid's room. And that washer and dryer is for the maid. Very clever and very well done. Overall, the layout of this house so far has been really, really good. On this side, for your daily entrance, I always talk about this on my channel. When you go to buy a mansion, you always have to walk through the property from the front door and also through the garage to see how your daily experience is going to be, right? And this was really good. That's 3-car garages for your daily cars. You get in, you drop off your groceries. Your mate has an access right there to the outside without going through the house. And the chef's kitchen is right there. She's cooking, cleaning, everything is done over there. Fantastic. So far, really, really good layout.
Keep on going in here. This is a full ensuite bedroom with a glass shower facing the front yard and the motor gate for our basement level. Continuing the tour, passing the secondary staircase that leads us to the basement, as well as the second floor and the rooftop deck you guys are going to want to see. But this is the formal dining room with these laced bulb light fixtures hanging from this curved wood finish up above, which is a unique look, darker wood finish than we've seen throughout. Dining table equipped for 12 people, and we have large oversized windows looking out to the driveway here in our dining room. Next to the dining room is our home bar with these elevated curved countertops.
Did you guys notice they're using 3 different color wood in the same section of the house? Over here by the dining room, they're using a walnut color. In the family room in the kitchen, they're using white oak. And then when you go to the breakfast nook, it gets this like washed out white wood trim on the ceiling of the breakfast nook. It's confused in the finishes as much as it is architecturally. It's like designed from a Pinterest board, right? This room doesn't talk to the other room whatsoever.
You're in the kitchen, the living room. We've got it all on this wing of the property. Now we've got to walk to the other wing of this main floor. There's a lot to see here from another wine cellar, completely glass enclosed. And several hundred bottles of wine can be stored in here. So if you thought that was enough storage space surrounding our bar, I mean, you've got it in here, and it is directly to your right as you walk into the home.
Why? Are we alcoholics? Have you ever seen this implemented in any other house in your life? I haven't. I've critiqued thousands of homes. This is just the first I've ever seen where they didn't know where to put the wine cellar, and they're like, let's put it right by the front door.
Then in front of us, we've got your main staircase, custom light fixtures hanging up above, walking through another archway into a powder room. As you can see, even the entrance into a powder room is at the highest level of scale of luxury. You've got storage space to one side, toilet on the other, herringbone pattern in the tile on the floors. Once again, a fluted design to this floating stone vanity with purple veins throughout and integrated sink as well. Gold fixture, 2 curved narrow windows looking out to the front, and then the mirror in the center also matches in between both of those windows.
What the hell? This is why we had that ugly moment from the facade to put the powder room over here. This doesn't make any sense. Why would you choose these windows on the facade of the building and then position your powder room in this setting to cover the windows, and then you architecturally confuse the property too, and then you really needed this much space for the powder room. It had a foyer, you know. It had a foyer before you walk in, and then you have this massive area. Your mirror is right between these two windows. Like, you had all the space, but you had to squeeze the experience. Horrible. Again, this is when you don't design simultaneously from the inside and outside.
Certainly a grand powder room to have directly in front of our stairs. And look at this entrance. Unbelievable. But follow me to our right as we see a hallway with a gallery wall where you can have any posters, any artwork on display. Leads us into your home office. I'm gonna be honest, I think I found my dream office.
It's not my dream office. For me, it needs to have an access to the outside, but I like the fact that it's not in the busy part of the house, okay? So far, as amazing as the other side of the house was layout-wise, I'm not so impressed by this side.
Just outside of this office is maybe my favorite room throughout this main level, and that is your home movie theater. What stands out in here is the Rolls-Royce stars up on the ceiling. Now, truly, that just enhances the vibe of any theater.
No, that cheapens it out, man. That's so freaking cheesy. It's so freaking cheesy. If you want to make a serious movie theater, you need to be, you know, like be cinematic about it, right? Be technical about it. This is copying something from a you know, luxury car. It doesn't elevate the experience. I like the dimension. I like the size of it. I don't think it's any special. We've seen significantly better movie theaters or screening rooms. I'm glad that it's on the ground level and it's not in the basement. I feel like it would get a lot more use out of it.
But now let's leave and check out the room next door. We've got a private study room at the very end of this wing with symmetrical built-ins to either side. Once again, a lot of symmetry throughout this property. You even see it in these French doors that lead out to the backyard as well. There's also a walk-in closet in front of me and ensuite bathroom, large floating vanity, and a glass shower in there, but that was the entire main level.
Okay, this is your only guest bedroom on this level. The other one was a maid room. Now, let me tell you what I like about it and what I didn't like about it. What I like about it is that it's on the ground level. You have access to the backyard, and it's great for your grandpa, grandma visiting you, right? Like, you don't have to take the stairs. But if you really wanted to open up that demographic, right, to a bigger buyer pool, you should have had double sink and a way bigger closet. Why? You want your amazing bedroom, right, that opens up to the backyard to also be able to function as a primary suite for that buyer that is like getting older and is thinking, if I want to stay in this house for another 10 years, I can just move downstairs to the ground level and not to deal with the stairs. And they just didn't do that.
Now we've got to go to the backyard because there is a lot of fun to see out there. In the backyard, we see a covered patio section with wood beams up above and open pockets between each of them, as well as the white brick that we saw from the exterior in front of us.
And let's not forget the beautiful view of your house from the neighbor's property. This is one of the worst angles that you could have another property look down on. And this property broke the all-time record for Encino with this humongous privacy issue. I wonder if the buyer's agent actually knew that he's paying the highest price ever in Encino, and if he even had a conversation with his buyer saying, look, let's look at everything else that is ever sold at that ultra high end in Encino, and if this house measures up against them. Because if you ask me, I wouldn't have paid anything more than 18.5 for this property. If the buyer loved it, I would have said 20 max. In my professional opinion, I think the buyer paid at the very minimum $5.5 million too much for this property.
In front of us, more outdoor seating and grassy space next to a basketball and pickleball court.
Your neighbor could be the ref. That was an out. Second serve.
And there are a lot of walkways here in the backyard, even though there's a lot of grass. And then this is into that breakfast nook that we showed you in there. You can see the ground beneath us is laced with the rock detail and just so much beautiful greenery and landscaping throughout. And now we've arrived to our outdoor kitchen area.
What the hell of an arrangement is this? Do you like to watch the bald spot of your husband while you're eating? What? Is this a classroom? What kind of a seating arrangement is this? The funny thing is that this is the guy's second chance. You know, he once built it, like he could have been like, okay, this didn't come out right. Let me redo this. I have a better idea. No, we gotta do the same thing. Horrible. And you have all this space, you know.
This is just an incredible amount of outdoor space, and you can see the end of the property line and the hedges behind us, the grassy space as well.
That lawn area right next to the barbecue could have been an outstanding kind of Napa-inspired outdoor dining experience. You could have had 4 olive trees for each corner framing the dining table, some pebble. You really could have sold that. Like, it had no functionality in that corner, right? So that experience of having out food away from the house, not just close to the kitchen. I know that's convenient and you got to have that, but you can have a little bit of a space away from the house. Totally a different experience of dining. It really changes the vibe of the, eating, even for a nighttime, daytime. It's just a different experience. And you had the perfect spot for it right next to the barbecue area, and they just left it blank.
This walkway is unbelievable. I feel like this could be a wedding venue at this home. You see a pathway leading directly to that oval-shaped pool, split by 2 olive trees as well to either side of me.
I love the oval shape. I really think it brings actually that old Hollywood vibe and energy to it. I really like the shape of it. Hate the guest house. I mean, architecturally, if the house wasn't ugly enough, they're like, let's frame the swimming pool with an uglier box. Like, it's a white box with a traditional roof, Horrible. Again, architecturally, it's horrible. It's really, really ugly. But the swimming pool really makes the backyard right center. Really like the pool. Now, to see the second floor and the basement of this property, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to post it in a couple days and link it over here. Here's the QR code for the inner circle, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Take care.